One thing's for certain, if you're a small business owner, you are managing many buckets, wearing many hats, and quite often probably feel more overwhelmed than in control when running your business. Whether it's planning up that day, setting it up for success, whether it's the week that you're looking at, that month view, or even that quarter, and really moving those heavy rocks into your business to help you grow, to help you be more profitable, to succeed, we really need to understand how we manage and block and focus on the output from that time, energy, and effort investment that we put in when running our business. Hey guys, it's John Bellamy here, and what I wanted to really talk to you today about was that whole rock principle, moving those big rocks, right? Now, I believe it was Stephen Covey who first started talking about this, and he was talking a lot about sand, pebbles, and rocks, right? And I believe it was the story, as the story went, was imagine right now if you're looking at your day and you had a jar and you started just pouring sand into that jar, and the sand is that representation of all of those just things that are happening, all of those tasks that are coming off. By the time you filled up that jar with sand, you really don't have any room to actually put any focus, any time, any effort into moving those bigger rocks. Whereas if you actually turn that on its head and you went, okay, first and foremost, what are those 1, 3, 5 really critical big things, those big rocks that I need to achieve today, this week, this month, this quarter, this year? What are those big rocks that I want to achieve? And you fill up that jar first with those big rocks. Then once you've finished with those big rocks, you then overlay and you start to fill up the jar with some pebbles, right, that help support those big rocks. And then finally, you can tip your sand in there. You're now going to have a more fuller, complete jar. But most importantly, as that business owner, you're actually going to be able to achieve those bigger rocks in your business. So the question is really, knowing this, what are those big rocks? And how do you then go in and plan for them to actually be working for you, right? So that your business is ultimately working for you, not you for it. And that's really what I wanted to take the next few minutes and just discuss with you today, because what I find most often is happening in that small business space is that we become very reactive. So what I mean by that is we start the day, start that week, start that month, start that quarter with ideally a clear objective that we want to achieve. But very rarely does that objective actually get achieved, because we get bombarded with all of this sand, all of these other micro tasks that keep distracting us away. And really why that happens more often than not, it's not because we're lazy, although that happens sometimes, but it's because we haven't spent and invested that time wisely to get crystal clear on what those big rocks are. What are those big goals? That SMART principle. What are those three? If in the next quarter I could just achieve these 3 things, or even just this one thing, what could that be? And what would be the impact, the positive contribution to revenue, to profit, to getting back my time, to help me grow the business, to maybe being happier in my life, whatever that the outcome is of achieving that big rock. If I could just achieve that 1, 2, 3 things in the next quarter, what would it specifically be? We haven't given ourselves enough time to go and identify and be really open and honest with us about just achieving those 3 things. And it's really funny, because a lot of small businesses that I speak to, when I actually question them about that and try and dig a little deeper, what I often find and hear from them is like, I feel that I can achieve so much more. I feel that I'm being lazy, that if I only try and just achieve these couple of things. And when in reality, the opposite is actually true. Like if you look at some of the biggest companies on the planet, the biggest players, whether in the personal branding space, digital marketing, service businesses, they've mastered that art of using that rock methodology. They've mastered the art of just going, okay, if we could just focus on for the next 90 days achieving this one thing or these 3 things in the next 90 days, these big rocks, if we can just do that, how is that going to help us propel forward in the year ahead? How is that going to help us propel forward in the 3 years ahead? How is that going to help us to go from 150 grand to 500 grand, from 500 grand to 750, from 750 to a mil, from a mil to 3, from 3 to 5, 5 to 10, whatever that looks like and where you're at in there. So this is where we really need to focus in and be really open to and committed to looking at those rocks. So I just wanted to share that with you today, because I think this, for me anyway, and the conversations that I had, this is quite often overlooked. And once again, it's not because we don't have goals and aspirations in our business. It's because we get distracted and really drawn into playing in the sand, where if we just focused in moving the big rocks, we know that the pebbles and the sand will be taken care of by our team. So guys, it's John Bellamy here. I hope you found this video of value. And listen, if you'd like to learn more about how we can help you as a small business owner, whether it's your marketing, your business automation, your social media, any of those areas, really to help you drive more conversations, sales, and ultimately generate more profit and happiness in your business, then I invite you to join one of our upcoming webinars. There'll be a link with this video here. Just click that link, and I really look forward to helping you with one of our small business success workshops that are coming up in the coming days and weeks. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Speak again soon. Bye for now.